Hi there, everyone. I'm just waiting for Teri to join, and it looks like she just joined on Zoom. So welcome everyone this evening while I bring her on.
Okay, I'm here verbally. Let's see if I can get my cameras to work.
Okay, and we're live too on Facebook and on YouTube. So
Okay, so
I'm going to bring up this chat so I can see everything. So hi Teri, how are you this evening?
I'm good. I've got one camera working. Now I got to figure out the important one.
Hi everyone, if anyone's watching, I'm just going to say hello in the chats, make sure that we are broadcasting everywhere we should be.
Okay, and I'm gonna have to, I think, turn off my one and turn it back on. I'm not sure what's happening. Says it's being used.
And all right, so I've got the chat going on Facebook. I've got the chat going on YouTube. So I'm going to try to monitor the two of those. And while Teri's getting her stuff going, hold on.
Aha!
There we go. And so while Teri, okay, she's got it all set up. So I will take a moment to introduce myself, and then I'm sure Teri will probably switch back so she can introduce herself as well. My name is Laurie Williams. You may, if you have anything, if you've visited the Alcoholic Art community, you may know who I am. I'm the administrator over there. I do a lot of artwork in alcohol ink. So I run that. I also run Mixed Media Mad. So hello, shout out to everyone who might be watching here on Mixed Media Mad. We're broadcasting to the page and to the group there on Facebook. So I'm trying to monitor all of the different places. So we're simulcasting to YouTube and to Facebook tonight. What we are doing is one of our Sunday night lives. We're just getting kicked off with this YouTube channel called Explore Mixed Media. And Teri and I are in the midst of gel printing things now. We just launched the Ultimate Gel Plate Experience. That was an 8-week course that now has been converted to a full course. It's extremely comprehensive. We go over pretty much everything you need to know about working with a gel plate. And we're also continue to add to it as we learn and to discover new techniques. So these lives are meant for us to just come and play. And we're doing them live and allowing anyone to come join us, ask questions, or whatever. So we hope you enjoy our playtime. I'm going to let Teri introduce herself.
And I'm Teri Jones, and I've been doing mixed media now for quite a few years. I actually was a watercolor artist that fell in love with alcohol inks. And then Laurie corrupted me with gel plates about 4 years ago. And since then, I have been taken off in a variety of directions. So I like to incorporate the gel plates in a lot of different art techniques, not just making prints and making cards. I will use them at the beginning of a larger mixed media piece. I love doing on canvas. I do a lot of different processes with the gel plate. I love it. And today we're going to explore something that I had a little fun with, and I will kind of show you what I did. Let me show you some of the pieces I did. So I had a really good time working with balloons and a sandbag, I guess is the best thing. And this is some of the different pieces of paper that I came up with. And so today, I think Laurie and I are going to play a little bit with this and talk about what works and what kind of doesn't work with this process. And so I have a lot of papers already. I had fun. I found black tissue paper, Laurie. It looks fabulous.
Yeah, I thought great minds, because I was thinking the same thing. Oh my gosh, I might want to do, and I was thinking alcohol ink, right? With some snow cap.
Oh, that could work really good too.
Next time, right? Next time.
Yeah, this one worked really, really well. I've got the black tissue. So I am doing a week-long class in another week. So what I've done is these are a lot of fodder for my collage class that I'm going to be doing. But let's just do some more. So one of the first things that what I discovered about this process, Laurie, and I don't know how much of it you've done, but I kind of fell down the rabbit hole. What I discovered about the process is that you really want to kind of do it backwards than most of the artists do it, because they seem to do a background and then they print on the background with the balloons or the sandbag. This is my little sandbag that I made. But that doesn't work at the gel plate because you don't get all of the details. So what I've discovered is I like to put a thin gold layer on the very bottom.
Oh, interesting.
So the first thing I'm going to do is take a fairly transparent gold, and I'm going to use, I am in love with this stencil. It's called Aqueous Effervescent Broken. It's one of the PM Artist Studio stencils, but it makes everything.
PM Artist Studio, where would we go to get that, Teri? Because I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, it's right here. It's at PM Artist Studio. They're made in Texas. They're really quick at getting you the stencils, and they have a bunch of different stencils. So they have the makers. Oh no, I can't remember what it is. They have a Facebook page about makers or something, and I always
Maria Makes or something like that, right?
Makers. Mixed media makers.
Okay.
And anyway, if you look up the www.pmartiststudio.com, you'll find them, or look them up at PM Artist Studio on Facebook and at PM Artist Studio. They have a lot of videos up too. But anyway, they also make stencils, and I love this stencil. So what I'm going to do first, just absolutely the first thing, is I'm going to use a very inexpensive metallic paint here. This is one of the folk art metallics. I love it. I haven't been able to find
gold. Which one is that? Oh, that's folk art. I have the deco art.
Right. Well, this one's the Inco Gold, and either of them will work. This is just a very, so all I want to do is put a very, 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 very thin layer here. And that's all I'm trying to do. So I'm just going to put the thin layer on, and I want my layer to be so thin that I probably will pull up a bit of it, just like a background, so it gets really thin, and then I'll pull this up, and then I'm going to let this dry for a moment, because what I want to do, and while I have all of this stuff on something, I'll put it on this next side, because I am like addicted to reusing things. Now, the one thing I will say about these, it's a beautiful piece, but please take it and put it on something like, Laurie, you've been putting them on the pamper, whatever these things are called. I want to clean it right away, because
yeah, you can lay it down on a wet wipe.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
I'm down on a wet wipe to clean it, because it's really nice, but you don't want to build up too much of a, I don't know if you can see me, I'm off to the side, cleaning it with a wet wipe right now.
Yeah, I'm going to actually make us both. I'm going to remove the spotlight.
That'd be cool. Oh, I love that what you just did. Fabulous.
Yeah, so I just took a stencil and I'm just copying you.
Okay, yeah. So, and actually what I'm going to do is actually take one more. This is still too thick. So I'm just going to take one more really quick pull because I want it really thin.
Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. I just have like a little,
Yeah.
okay, got it.
Then from here, I can make choices. And I'm going to try to get my thing to come up higher. Let me see if I can show more of my space because you're not seeing a lot of what I'm doing.
Yeah, so yeah, while you're doing that, Teri, because I have a feeling there may be some people watching who don't even know what a gel plate is.
Oh, please tell them,
Yeah, so,
Laura.
yeah, so in case you're not familiar with gel plates, there are these gelatin type plates and they're squishy, and what happens is you put paint or ink or whatever on top and let it dry, or actually you can pull it wet. There's a bunch of different techniques. We teach it in our gel plate course, but you put your image down, you pull, you do masking, you do mark making, all this kind of stuff, and then you lay a piece of paper or deli paper or tissue or whatever on top, and you pull up this just amazing print. It's really fun to use. And if you haven't checked out gel plates, there's lots of videos on YouTube. Go check them out. Check out our channel, Teri's channel, my channel. We have a bunch of stuff on gel printing. And if you really want to know everything there is, check out the gel printing course. That is called the Ultimate Gel Plate Experience.
And there's a lot there.
There's a whole lot there. There's over 70 lessons so far.
Yeah, I'm trying to get I did not realize that I should have gotten more space because I got a lot of space to work with here. Maybe I'll do it this way.
Never enough space.
There's never enough space. There's never enough space. Let me throw that one over to the side since I'm just using it as a off plate. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to do is this basically is dry. And one of the things for those of you that don't know about gel plates is that what is on the bottom will become the top. Hence, that is why for me, it was important for me to put this little bit of color on there because I wanted it to look I want it to look shiny in the end. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I've blown up a little balloon. I'm hoping, I don't think this is going to come off. Yeah, I blew up a little balloon, 5-inch balloon. Don't get the really big balloons. They're way too big. So I built up this little balloon. And the next thing I want to do is decide on the colors that I want. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this balloon to kind of print with. And you can make small prints and you can make bigger blobs and whatever. So what I'm going to do is kind of I was thinking in the blues. So that's what I'm thinking because I love gold and blue. And so there's actually a piece of palette paper I have under here. So I'm just going to use this little piece of paper here as a palette. And I didn't have any of this nice dark blue in a tube. I was watching, was it Catherine Rains the other day, and she takes these Nova paints, which I absolutely adore the Nova paints, but she takes them and puts them in a squeeze bottle, a ketchup bottle, which works really well for her. And I think I'm gonna do that. And what did I do?
Does she water them down if she puts them in like a
No, the Nova paints, if you've never, I love them. They're a little more solid than the acrylic, basic acrylics. They're kind of you're somewhere between a soft body and a hard body.
Okay.
And you can water them down, but I know she doesn't water them down. So now I am putting a little bit of white in here and kind of trying to work, and then I want to put a little bit of a different color blue in here. And I may just twirl it a little bit just to get a little bit of something. And I don't know, does anybody else end up with all of these roses of little pieces?
Yeah, in the tops of the bottles, you mean?
Yes, I mean, I have an entire box of these that one day I will figure out how to make a collage out of. I mean,
I'm gonna use this primary blue
that'll work.
and the white. I use, just so in case anybody wonders what I'm using the Deco Arts craft paints for this.
Oh, that would be a good one too. I thought I actually have some Deco Arts out here to try on the second one.
So mine are a little more fluid than what you're using, I think.
Right, right.
So you put a blue and then a little bit of white and then
a little bit of another blue. So we'll see how this works.
All right, I just grabbed what I saw first, peacock teal, another Deco Art color.
And I'm gonna put just try to do a tiny. I think I need something that does tinier dots, but we'll see. So the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this balloon and I'm going to stump it in, and then I'm going to try it here. Ooh, isn't that pretty? I'm going to try it here on the paper. And what it looks like is I probably am going to need more white. I'm going to actually see if I can get something that's an easier white to to make smaller white dots with. So I'm going to try some of the Apple Barrel craft paint because it has a smaller.
I think I'm just gonna go for it.
Go for it. Go for it.
I'm just putting it down on my plate.
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm putting this.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging it too. I have an extra plate over here to clean it off on too.
Yeah, and I am. So every once in a while, I think I got to add a little more stuff. And I might even go in where I made that mess there and then go back into here and see, ooh, look at that. So yeah, and you have to go for it fairly quickly, Laurie.
Yep.
If you don't want to have to wait for it to dry.
Right, I got it.
So I'm trying pretty quickly here to go for it. I'm going to end up throwing some more colors in here fairly quickly, and we'll see how it works. I think I want to use your paints because they're easier.
I think they might dry faster too.
Yeah, well, we don't really want them to dry faster though.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
Right, because we want to get this all down and have it still wet. Well, so
that's not going to happen for
I
me.
love how dark you're getting on yours. I'm really liking the darks.
Yeah, I'm thinking also that I might just use a medium to pull it or something.
Yeah, it takes forever to dry though. That was my experience.
Okay.
So that was why I don't really want to do a medium to pull it. But I think that if I just keep on playing with this, because it does, it goes on fairly thickly here. Oh, this is fun. I'm almost done, I think. I think I want to put a little more. I got to organize my my pile a little better. Yours is wet, stays wet longer. You're right.
Yeah.
I like that about it, but
you talking about mine's more of a fluid that I'm using.
Right. Yeah, yours is more than a bit fluid. So, but I'm going to put some more areas in of mine, and then we're going to I think I'm just about done. What do you think?
Oh,
yours
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've only had a limited amount of time to play with this technique, so you might have.
Right. Well, I am going to, I love when you get contrast, but let me flip this over and look and see what it looks like. See, on this other side, you've got all of this.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of putting some of the, I did a little pile of just white because I was getting too dark, I think.
Yeah, and I need to put just little places of some blue on it, darker blue on it, but I might just do that. I'm trying to think of a better way of doing that.
Well, that's going to be interesting.
Yeah, yours may have ended up not having enough holes, which is why I kind of put it through.
I'm okay with that though.
Hey, we're all okay with it. This is just, it is what it is. This is an experiment. And, you know, this is only the second time I've done it. The first
Oh,
time,
really?
or the second time I've done it with a stencil. The first time I did it with a stencil, I did put it all down and then pull it up. So I probably, you know, it's maybe a little different. Now, because I don't want it to take forever, I'm going to do this really quick. Just pull up a lot of the extra stuff here.
Okay.
Stencil I already had, and look what I got. Isn't that gorgeous?
That is gorgeous.
So now I'm going to put down my piece of, and I'm going to use a
I'm going to spotlight you because I want to let mine dry, but I want to watch what you do.
Okay, so it's still wet, right? So I am going to put this down on my this is a whoops, well, I did not register it well. I am a failure with registration. But I'm afraid that if I move it now, I'm not going to get what I need. So I always have these little pieces of paper over here for my failure of registrations. and they become really wonderful little pieces of collage fodder. But I'm just gonna, it's gonna take a little longer. Wow, there's a lot of paint in there. Come on, more paint, come on. So anyway, I'm just gonna work on this for a while. And it's probably gonna take a little while for it to dry because I put it down wet but it's still, I think it's going to have to dry a little more. Yes, but see how beautiful, what is coming up gorgeous, but it's going to, this one's going to be one that I'm going to have to find my bear in and then give it a minute or two at least.
Wow.
You know? Especially somehow or another, though the white seems to dry the fastest, it also goes down the thickest. So the white's like the last one to dry. Is yours ready yet?
No, what I did was I had the back. Let me just share mine too.
Yeah.
But I had my backup plate was pretty wet, so I just stuck a piece of paper down. Gonna let it dry and see what I get. This one's still really wet.
Well, why don't you just pull it wet?
Well, okay, I can do that, but everything's not going to pull up because it's not wet everywhere.
How do you don't think it's wet everywhere?
No, there's some holes in it, but we'll see what it looks like. I'm going to go ahead and just put this down.
Because it looked like it was really wet.
Oh yeah, can't really see it through there, but I think it's going to look pretty cool.
Yeah, I think it's going to look pretty cool too. Let me see what mine's going to.
I'm just pulling on regular copy paper in case you're wondering what I'm using here. What are you pulling with, Teri?
I am pulling. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. I am pulling with the rice paper, the 12 by. I used, because the balloons are so big. I wanted to use something that was big enough, so I didn't use a 5x7 plate. I used my 8 by 11 plate, I think it is. So I used the 9 by 12 paper.
Okay.
And but if it pulls up, look how absolutely gorgeous that is. It's
Yeah, yours is, that looks really cool. And I think another thing is I might have had my gold still too heavy on the plate.
Yeah, well, and that's why I did that with the gold on the plate. So I also have now this very, 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 very thin layer of the gold, the extra plate that I put on. So I can go back and try this one again. But let me try it with, did you make one of the sand things, Laurie?
No, I didn't get a chance to do a sand bag.
So the sand bags are, so what I did is, this is a gallon plastic bag, and they're actually hard to find. They don't hardly make them anymore, because they're, you know, they're sandwich bags. I think I have it right over here somewhere. Oh, I stored it. That was silly. So, they're, and truly, with using the gel plates, you probably, if you could get quart, you really don't need the gallon, because the gallon is really big. So it uses a lot of sand. And in fact, I had to edit my little sand thing with tape to make it small enough and to make. So what you do is you take one of these, and you can fill it with anything, but what you do is you take it and you tie the end that's already closed, you tie it into a little knot, and then you turn it inside out. And then you put whatever substance, I heard somebody used sugar, somebody used, I mean, you can technically use water if you want.
Oh, that's a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah, that is a disaster waiting to happen. So I didn't do that. But rice would work, sugar.
Oh, that could like be interesting, rice.
Yeah, sand would work. The problem with rice is you have to get something that's not going to bust the bag.
Right.
So baking soda would probably work fabulously.
Yeah.
You know? And so you'd fill it up. So that's what I did here. I filled this up with the sand, and then I realized it was way too big. So, but what happens is you end up with another design. And so I'm going to try this one too. And I'm going to start with a lot of white in it. And then I'm going to work on putting a little bit of the blue in it. And then I'm going to put some of the turquoise in it, if I can find my turquoise. How I can make such, I have so much space and then I mess it up. How do I do that? So there's a little bit of turquoise.
So what brands are you using? And those are a couple different ones.
I am all over the place. The turquoise it's not actually turquoise. It's the Amsterdam. Oh, this is called turquoise green. I use the Nova in the
blue, the dark
blue, and with the white, because the other one was so huge, I couldn't get a fine line. I used the apple barrel.
Okay, yeah, they carry that at Walmart, I think.
Yeah, very inexpensive, Walmart.
Yeah.
And I use that. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little thing here, and I'm going to put it down, and then I'm going to put it down here. And what happens is it should give you kind of a flowery, it has this texture in it. So it makes these images, and I'm going to put a little more white around the edges and try to go just a little tiny dark in the middle, trying to edit a little bit here. Also I'll get some of that up. And see what it looks like on my thing there and then come over here. And you can roll it a little and get a different shape. I can come here and get a different shape.
Wow, you know what? That does different from the balloons. It looks like it looks more like flower petals.
Yes, they looks like they would make fabulous hibiscus,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And I
Or
can
even
take,
pansies. Think about pansies.
yes, whatever you wanted to do, and you can kind of control it a little bit if you want by literally painting on the, well, I can get a paintbrush. So I could actually control it a little bit. Let's say I want it more white around the edges and I want darker in the middle. I don't have to stamp it. I could play with it just a little and then put a little darker in the middle and then try it over here and then try it over here and get a different, see how different that look is?
Yeah, that's cool.
Isn't that cool? I fell in love with this. Now, eventually I'm sure the sand's going to break through and I'm going to have a disaster. But life is full of these joyful, what the I'm not sure how this is going to work, but let's just try it. So, and if I do it fast enough, again, I should be able to, get it light enough in places. I'm trying to get it light enough in those places that it's going to pull up everything. And I think I like that. Let's see what the other side is going to look like.
Now, did you put down any metallic first on this one?
This was the one, remember where I cleaned off the stencil on top of it? So
okay, yes, okay.
really light metallic. No, I
I
cannot.
thought I was seeing the detail a little bit in there, but not like super prominent.
Right. Not as big. And then I can go back in and now I can actually use more metallic if I want and stick some in places with my thing here. So
I like that idea too. That's cool.
So I've done that, and so now I need another piece of paper. Maybe I'll do this on a tissue paper. And again, it's a little thick, so I'm not sure if I don't want to just do another one of these. Let's see, just lightly take off some of it. And I just put more layer on this one, my pull-off sheet.
That's going to end up looking really cool.
They always do. It's like, whoa, the pull-off sheets really look great. Again, it's a little thick right in that area. And with tissue paper, I don't know if you've experienced it, but even with this wet strength tissue paper, if it's too wet, it either I have to leave it overnight to pull it, or I have to I'm gonna put the wet strength tissue paper down and I'm going to let it be, and I'm going to have to take this up, and I'm hoping this didn't make too much of a mess. Put little divots in my thing here, but not much. So now we have two things to dry. So, but I'm having a really good time with this this off sheet here.
Yeah. So what did you do? Did you paint it green? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I took a pull.
Okay.
What I did is, in order to clean the plate, start it, I took a pull of green.
Okay.
So that made sense to me because then, then I have a background and it dried pretty quickly.
Okay. Well, I think I want to try to pull mine and see what I got.
Please, let's see what you got.
I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, have faith. Oh, look at that. Wow.
It looks pretty cool. I mean, I don't know.
I think that the gold is a little
Too prominent.
Yes, it was a little too prominent. And I think the same thing's going to happen with the one that I used, but the only saving grace that I'm going to have with the gold being too prominent is the reality that the the Klimt looking design
Mm-hmm.
and the roundness of the shapes are going to look very organic. If that makes any sense?
Yeah, it does. I just want to also quick say that we have a few people watching us on Facebook. So if you're here, just say hi so we know you're here. We can see numbers, but we can't really see who. And I saw Serena jumped in, Irby jumped in. So hello, ladies. So I don't know who else is here with us tonight. I think even if you're watching this on replay, just a quick shout out would be, we'd like to know that you see it, and also ask us questions. If you have questions, feel free. Oh, I just ripped it. Oh no.
Oh, no.
But that's okay. I got the other one here too. I'm gonna pull it. This is the one that doesn't have any of the gold in it.
Oh, but look at it. That's very
It's pretty.
nice.
And I would use both of these in some of my collage work that
Yes.
I have. And I'm working on a new project. I don't really want to say a whole lot about it, but these would be perfect for that. Then, because the new project I'm going to release it on Explore Mixed Media. And so
Oh, cool.
anybody watching, make sure you subscribe to our new channel. It's called Explore Mixed Media on YouTube.
Yeah.
All right, I'm putting you back on spotlight.
Oh, okay.
Until the next thing.
I've just got this one, and I think it's not quite ready yet. I probably should have used another paper. The problem with the rice paper is it has to be really, really, really dry to pick up the gold. But let's work on it. We can, I mean, if I have extra stuff here, all I'll do is use it as the beginning fodder for the next project, which is the tape. So it would be fun. Let me see if I can pull. And when it won't go on one end, I go to the other end. It's still, well, but look at this, what's pulling up. It looks so
I
fabulous.
can't wait to see it.
I know, but I'm pulling it up too fast. It's not pulling up everything. Ah.
Oh, PM Studios is here. Hello.
Oh, hi. Did you see that I've got your beautiful, I may have to pull a Patricia and not pull it for a while, but do you see your beautiful stencil in there? It's just gorgeous.
Teri, that is looking so amazing.
I know, and I'm just going to have to let it sit, because if I try to pull it before it's ready, it's not happy. And I probably could have, like you said, you know, maybe I should have waited and dried it and then pulled another layer off of it, but I don't think so.
Yeah, so she just said she just arrived, so she's watching on YouTube. So I'm monitoring. This is on Facebook and on YouTube. So Maureen just dropped in. Hi, Maureen. Smack. She is here and she says hi, Teri.
Hello.
And PM Studio, what type of paper are you using, Teri?
This paper is the sketch paper, rice paper, and the 9x12 yachts, whatever, Yakamuni or whatever it is. This stuff. So that's what paper I used for that, and that's why it's taking so long to dry. This one is the carnival tissue, and it also is going to take a bit of time to dry. Well, I don't know.
Oh, that is so cool.
I think I'm just gonna keep on pulling it because it's just
Yeah,
so
keep going.
cool. Yeah, I mean, even though it's leaving a little bit behind, I love it. And see, it looks like Klimt with all that little tiny bit of that stencil in there. It's just gorgeous. And I'm gonna get a second pull off of it too. If I want, I think I'm gonna use it for and try to do one of the tape projects. What do you think, Laurie?
I'm thinking the tape. I was thinking that would look so awesome on the tape project we're about to do.
Yeah, I think it would look awesome. So this already has a little bit of stuff here. So I think I'm going to just put this aside for a second, let this continue to dry. And I am going to try again, putting just a little tiny bit of the gold down. And this time I'm gonna pull it up with the stencil. I think I'll get a lighter gold kind of thing. And then I'm going to use the sand to make tapes. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just loving that stencil. I'm just gonna say, PM artist is here. She is it Patricia? I don't know, make sure I get the name.
Yeah, it's probably Mariah.
Mariah. Okay.
Right, Mariah's probably here. I don't know who. I've got it somewhere. Who designed the stencil? I guess it's one of their own designs. Yeah. And it's just, I love the stencil. As I said, I went through that whole Klimt phase.
Yeah, I gotta get that one.
Yeah, I ruined the stencil and had to buy a new one, and I bought actually 2 new ones.
And Maureen is watching from Australia, so it's already 10:30 in the morning there. So good morning.
Oh, well,
Hope you have a good week, Maureen.
Okay, and so now I'm going to.
Yeah, she said it is Mariah that's watching. Okay.
It is Mariah. Thanks, Mariah. So.
And it is one of their stencils.
It is fabulous. I'm just so in love with it. Oh, look what I did here. Oh, well. So anyway, I'm just kind of pulling up because I want to pull up a lot of it and just use the ghost of it. Yes, the ghost of it in this. And then I want to do a tape thing.
Okay. Cool.
So do you have any tapey thing you can do too?
Well, yeah, of course. Here, I'll pull us both up on the screen.
Yeah, put us both up on the screen. So that would be good.
Okay, cool.
That would be great.
You know, we're already 46 minutes into this thing, and it seems like we just started.
I know, we gotta hurry up, but I'm just having too much fun.
I know, it is fun. So when Teri says the tape thing, we're literally going to use packing tape to pull our prints on. And then I brought a couple other things with me. I brought some gold leaf. Actually, this is actually a rose gold leaf that I have here to accent it with, which I think will be really cool.
Oh, cool. Well, I used the stencil as part of an accent, and I've got deco foil, but I'm not sure whether I can use that without the glue, and I've never used the glue on the.
Here's the thing, Teri. On the tape, what I find when I do a pull is I purposely leave areas where there's no paint.
Yes.
So there's sticky area. And then what happens is, because the paint's still damp, it sticks right to it.
Oh, okay.
And you'll see, it's really cool.
Oh, cool. Okay, that'll work. So I will continue on I'm going to make another pile here, and I'm back to using the acrylic craft paint. I love the color combination, this Indothrone blue.
I'm liking it too, so I'm going to stick with the same thing.
Yeah, I do desperately have to figure out how to get this though into some kind of a tube so I can use it more effectively.
No, are you going to put down any of are you going to put down any of the gold first on this one?
I already did. I just did put gold down first.
Oh, see, I wasn't watching. I was too busy doing my own thing.
Oh, okay. Well, no,
I'm gonna put a thin layer of it on mine too, just very, very light. Just
yeah, I would break it up with something. I find if you put just the thin layer itself, Laurie, that it is too reflective. That's why I break it up with the stencil.
Yeah, I think mine's okay because it didn't go down everywhere. It's
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I got plenty of white space. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Okay. So I am you can use your I'm going to use my my sand thing here.
I'm gonna use the balloon since that's what I have.
Right. So I am putting on some of these great shapes, and I am trying to get, and I want to do this quick enough that I can pull it. Oh, we don't have to worry about that because we're using the tape.
Yep.
Hey, I forgot about that. I can take my time because the tape allows us to give it more yeah, the tape allows us to dry it and spend a little more time in our layering.
Yeah.
We could even do some real more creative things.
Oh, when I do the tape though, I like to let it dry before I put the tape down. So
Right.
we're gonna have to wait a little bit because
And I want to make sure that I have some spaces.
yeah, you gotta leave some white space, especially if you're gonna do, do you have do you have the deco foil out?
I do have the deco foil.
I don't know. I just got mine off Amazon and it came in like silver, gold, and rose gold. So
I don't know. Mine's I think all of the gold I used up for that Christmas project I did. So let me see what colors I have. I may only have silver, which is not does not make me happy. Yeah, maybe I won't use that.
well, I mean,
I
and I also brought a piece of chipboard because I wanted to try to create a collage as I'm going. But I don't know. I don't think I brought any glue. So, but I have double-sided tape. So I think I'm gonna try that. So I'm gonna try.
okay.
I'm gonna try to go extra a little bit here.
Oh, I don't care. We haven't had time to create together for a while. I miss it.
I know.
Just have fun. I
Is.
asked Corrine if she wanted to join us tonight, but she was very busy, she said.
Yeah, she's got a lot going on with her art studio.
Yeah, I know. And I'm having too much fun making this piece of paper into a beautiful piece. Look at my off sheet. It's just gorgeous.
It is. It really is.
I'm having too much fun. Oops, now I made a mess over in the corner of this off sheet, so now I have to fix it. Okay.
I'm gonna get my little fan out and start drying.
That's a good idea. I think I'm gonna get my fan out and start drying. I may also do the whole trick again. Before I do that, I may do the trick of just pulling up the really, really wet stuff.
That's what I'm definitely doing that.
Yeah, that has saved me so many times, the pulling up the wet stuff, because I mean,
it just dries faster.
It does. It dries well, and it also gives you where you don't have, especially if you're using it for collage.
Right.
If you get that really, really thick paint, you end up with bumpies and things. It's just, it does not look as nice. At least I don't think it does.
Well, I was going to be extra, but I don't think I pulled out my double-sided sticky tape. So there goes that idea.
Oh. I mean, you could always just throw.
That's okay. I could always post
throw some matte medium on your chipboard.
I could do that.
And then
definitely could do that.
That would work too, right?
Yeah, I could totally do that, and I might.
Okay.
I think mine's almost dry enough to put the tape down.
Yeah, mine's almost dry enough to put the tape down too.
I get spoiled with the alcohol inks.
I do too. And they look so fabulous with the alcohol ink, but I don't think we would have gotten this texture that we have.
No, I mean, I'm just talking about drying time.
Yeah, because look at what that's gonna look like. I think it's gonna look just gorgeous.
Oh, that is really pretty.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah, I got just a little more. So I've got to get my tape ready.
I definitely have to make a sandbag because I think I like the textures from the sandbag a lot better.
I do. I like it's yeah, I like the sandbag a lot better because of the, I mean, you might be able to do the same thing with a balloon, Laurie. Turn it inside out.
Yeah.
And put a, get a big balloon, one of the big balloons, turn it inside out and then blow it up inside out.
Yeah, that could work.
If you got a big balloon, and that might give you that same texture that you're looking for. Just got
there is an idea, Teri. You're an ideas lady.
Oh, thank you. I try.
Okay, I'm dry enough for my tape.
I think I'm dry. I got two. It's so funny. The white dries really quickly, and the turquoise.
Pardon the noise.
Huh?
I said, pardon the noise. It's loud.
Oh, the tape pulling.
Yeah.
Yes. It always is loud. Okay. Okay. Oh, I didn't pull it long enough, did I?
Oh, did you already pull it? I always put it all down and then burnish it first.
No. I meant I didn't pull my tape off of the tape machine.
Oh, okay.
No, I haven't. I haven't done that. I have to pull it all down and burnish it. Do you go over the edges, or do you try to just go next?
Just try to butt them up to each other. Sometimes there's a little overlap.
Yeah.
And I've got my 2 plates here to do it with.
Oh, wow. Well, I got a big plate. So.
Yeah, exactly. You got a bigger one and I'm using a little one.
Right.
This was my overflow plate, so might as well. I think it's gonna look good with I'm gonna use the rose gold leaves behind it.
Yeah, I was watching somebody, I think again it was maybe Catherine Rains doing this, and she was just doing using it in collages.
And, okay. So we'll give her a shout. We'll give Catherine a shout out too, because and everyone check her out, Catherine Rains. But she did this the other day in a live, and it was really cool.
Yeah, I saw it somewhere else, and then I saw that she was doing it, and I was like, I got to watch this.
We did it a while back in the alcohol ink art community, but with just alcohol on an actual, it wasn't on a gel plate. It was just
on a balloon.
Yeah, just with a balloon on a just the non-porous surface.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I never tried it on a gel plate, but I actually had the idea, but never did it. So tonight is the night.
Well, and Catherine didn't try it on a gel plate either.
Right. She just did it in her mixed media project, and hers looked amazing.
Yeah, hers were more like this. They're much
very pretty. Very pretty.
They were gorgeous. But this, we'll see how this works.
And my tape is all, you know how when the tape gets out of whack and it's not lined up and it's ripping on you? I bought a thinner brand tape thinking it would work better for this purpose.
Nope.
I should have gotten the heavier duty.
Yeah, I know. I have long ago decided that the real Scotch tape is really the only.
Well, this is actually real Scotch tape, but they make 2 weight.
Yes, this is the heavier weight.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me see how mine's pulling.
Okay. So this is not cooperating, so I'm just going to put this down like this. I'm on the edge.
Oh, fun.
Okay. There we go.
I've got a little bit of extra stuff left, but oh, wow.
Isn't that pretty?
Look at that. And so now you're saying that I can flip this over
Yes.
and
Yes.
I can put a little bit of the deco, which I don't have any. I'm sad. I don't
So
have.
if you look at mine here, I have a little bit of the I have like, this is a rose gold that I have here. And it
Right.
it was a whole sheet, but it's not gonna matter. You'll see in a second why. So I'm gonna pull this like one at a time.
Okay, I'll watch you.
I'll start with my
Because I like the gold that I see on this. I like the pattern,
right.
but
And this stuff is so delicate too.
it is very delicate.
All right, so I'll spotlight me while I do this.
Yeah, spotlight you because I can't do that.
Okay.
I only have silver.
All right, so I'm gonna do my first one, pull it up.
Well, maybe silver wouldn't.
So that's what it looks like without
Uh-huh.
anything. So I'm gonna flip it over so the sticky side is up. And I just start at the top and I just lay it on top of it. It's gonna be wrinkled and that's okay. And then I'm just gonna lay this here and once it sticks, it's stuck. So you're once it touches it, you're committed. So I need to get another sheet. And I'm not using a particular brand here at all. I just got this from Amazon a long time ago. I just happened to have it in my stash.
Well, and I'm going to try my deco foil and see.
And so I'm just rubbing it on here like this. It rubs off the edges kind of naturally if you rub when you
right. You're using actual
gold leaf.
Right. See, I don't think the deco foil is going to work.
Okay.
Because I think the deco foil, you need its tape. It's yeah, no, it's
sticky on here that you can see that it's sticking to the whole thing.
Yeah, no. I can see how yours will work, but the deco foil is the one that you have to have. They have a specific glue that works with it that you put down in.
Oh, okay.
A little
I haven't used the deco foil.
Yeah.
But this, I'm hoping that it comes across on the camera as gorgeous as it is here in real life because
it's looking really nice. I'm going to try something really weird. And then I got a little bit.
Can you see that? Can you tell?
It's gorgeous. It's absolutely gorgeous.
I mean, the light's got it washed out a bit. It's not really doing justice, but it really is pretty with that balloon effect is very cool.
Yes, I can see it. It looks like it's gorgeous. I'm trying a little bit of, I have some of the glue that I forget what kind it is. It's some kind of fancy glue, but I'm going to try it and see if it works, and it doesn't. Instead, all it does is.
So I'm going to set this one over here to the side and I'll do the next one.
Yeah, yours is fabulous. I love it. I wish that I'll have to now I have one more thing I'm going to buy before my class next.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I know. I know. My Rich says, how can you spend almost $1,000 on art supplies last month? And I went, yeah, well, I'm teaching a class on mixed media, and there's 10 students, and then I'm teaching a class on acrylic inks. So
yeah, it's easy.
Next year I'm doing gel plates.
Yeah.
For a week of gel plate printing in the mountains. It's going to be so much fun.
And you're doing that in July, right?
Yep, I think it's July 4th weekend. I have to double check with them. They schedule them so many years in advance. I mean,
right, yeah.
I scheduled it a couple of years ago. but I'm doing alcohol inks at one of the days is alcohol inks. And You know what I think I might also look at doing this is seeing if I put it on just the gold paper.
Yeah, that would look good too, if you glued it to it. Right,
Well,
so
yeah, it's so sticky. Sometimes it just like sticks almost.
well, this foil is a mess. Just is a mess. I just save all the scraps because it gets everywhere, and I put them in a little Ziploc bag because I can use these little metal scraps for other projects.
But look how gorgeous this tape is, just without doing what you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put you on the screen so everyone can see.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it off, and
It's very pretty. Oh, that's so pretty.
and
Oh
see,
my
it's
God.
got a little bit because I put that little bit of the stencil down. It's got gold in it. It's got the okay, oh, that's what I did.
Yeah, that's right. Because you put gold down with it on the plate. Gold.
Right. I put gold down with it on the plate. So now where all of my because the tape pulls up everything, which is another real advantage of the tape, Laurie, is the tape will pull up everything like you're cleaning the gel plate.
Yeah, I mean, I sometimes use it to clean the plates when I
do
stuff on there.
But wouldn't they make beautiful bookmarks or just elements in a collage?
It was so funny because I have these little bookmark holders. I was going to bring those up because it would fit perfectly in there.
Yeah, they would. They would fit perfectly in there. So that's really, really, really cool. So that was playing with balloons and sandbags.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're easily entertained.
Yes. And I think that I will finish my little collage I wanted to do with this tonight, and I'll post it to the Mixed Media Mad group on Facebook. That's where I post mixed media stuff.
Uh-oh. And look what I did by mistake. I put, I'll have to fix it. I put it down, where it didn't pick up on the gel plate, it was still sticky. So when I put down the little edge, kind of made a mess, but that's okay. I can fix it. So right. Let me see yours again. I want to see them.
Okay.
You are just, oh, wow.
Yeah, I'm looking at the camera and it doesn't look as good as it does in front of me. It looks so organic and metallic-y looking.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I love this technique.
Yes. Okay, we got another one for the gel plate.
Are you going to do another? Yeah. So are you going to do another one tonight?
I hadn't really thought of another one tonight.
Okay.
If you have if anybody has a question that we can do a quick one, that's fine.
Okay.
But I can't see somehow or another. I don't get to see the way you see. I don't have your expertise.
Yeah, let me look at everything to see. So Mariah says the heavier tape works better, which we confirmed tonight.
Right, yeah.
And so, let's see, over on Facebook. Yeah, no, I've got it's showing on two places on Facebook. Oh, I see Angelica's here tonight. Hi, Serena. So no questions. But thanks everyone for watching us. Teri, this was so fun.
It is so fun. And unfortunately, next Sunday I won't be able to play with you. Because I'm teaching a class, but maybe the next Sunday we'll be able to do it.
Okay, we'll let everyone know. So we'll post it to the Mixed Media Mad group on Facebook. Also, if you're on the mailing list, which Teri and I are in the process of setting up a mailing list for just the gel plate stuff. But if you are on Mixed Media Mad on Facebook, or if you are on the Mixed Media Mad or the Create Smart Academy mailing list, then we can notify you when we have these. But we'll also let you know when we have our mailing list set up as well.
And if anybody has any questions, if we've done something or you thought of something and you want to say, do you think we can do it on a gel plate? Because I think a lot of what Laurie and I do is we take things that other people do on paper and we figure out how to do it on the gel plate.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to actually switch back to my camera so I can say goodbye to everyone.
Yeah, maybe I should do that too. Wow, I'm really impressed with my tapes too.
Yeah, and don't forget to check if you want to learn like everything there is about gel plate and play around with Teri and I more. We have their class called the ultimate gel plate experience, and we've thrown everything we could think of in that course. There's over 70 lessons so far. Hours, I mean, and probably more than 70 hours worth of lessons in there. And we have a private group too. So we hope that maybe you guys will join us over there. So we'll dive in. So the Explore Mixed Media channel we started is not just gel printing. It's going to be all kinds of play, right, Teri?
Yes,
and experimentations in play. So make sure you follow that channel on YouTube so you get notifications when we decide to do these lives. We schedule them ahead of time, and if you're subscribed and you have the little notifications turned on for the channel, then you will get a notification when we go live. So that will be helpful as well. All right.
Thank you so much, Laurie. It was, as per usual, so much fun. And we always do it. We say we're going, it's only going to be an hour.
Yeah, never is.
Yeah, it never is.
Yeah.
So anyway, but it was fabulous. Thanks. And thanks for everybody that's supporting us. And don't forget to check out, I think, let me see if I can put this up here, PM Artist Studio. I'll try to put their stuff in the
yeah. So Teri, if you have the link to that I will add it in, or you can add it on Facebook if you want, but we can put the link in on YouTube.
Yeah, and I've got it. I have the worst time saying this one. It's the really long one, the Aqueous Effervescent Broken Stencil.
I love it. Who knows who came up with that name?
I don't know. So, anyway, all is well, and see you